Taylor Riggs, and I'm going to be doing my speech on raising quality beef in America. My daily routine is not that different from when it was 100 years ago. Just like my great-grandfather did 100 years ago, we still produce quality beef that feeds America. Beef doesn't just magically show up in the supermarket. Somebody has to do the dirty work. Today, I'm going to explain the importance of the three elements that we use in a typical day of working on the ranch to produce quality beef. These three elements are gathering, sorting, and pasture rotation. The process in gathering cows always sets off the tone of the day. The gathering process is still done on horseback, just like my great-grandfather did 100 years ago, and it is still done on the same land for the past 4 generations. Horsemanship skills are still as important now as they were then. The communication between a horse and its rider are both fun and exciting to watch. This communication is used to guide your horse during the gathering. It is also used to guide your horse over the rough mountain terrain. Once the cattle is gathered off the hillside and out of the trees and brush, they are trailed to the gathering site. Sometimes the trailing is a hot, dusty job, and sometimes it is a wet and muddy job. Either way, you're still going to get a little dirty. The most technical element is probably the sorting. That is when we sort the cows away from the matured calves. This is the part where getting really dirty comes in. Patience, communication, and advanced horsemanship skills are very much needed. Cows don't want to leave their calves, and so you need a skilled horsemanship to get the job done. The faster you try to do this job, the slower it goes. That's where patience comes in. After sorting the cows from the calves, they move to the finishing process. Finishing process is they are on grass for 2 months. When they're done with the grass, they leave the ranch to a conditioning feedlot. The conditioning feedlot gives the calves time to grow. When they're done with the conditioning feedlot, they move to the finishing feedlot, which promotes fattening for the cows. When they're done with the conditioning feedlot, they go to the slaughterhouse, and then, as most of you know, as the supermarket. To quote Jude Capper from Journal of American Science, a study published in the recent Journal of Animal Science found that raising a pound of beef in the United States today uses significantly fewer resources, including land, water, feed, and fuel, than it did in the past. Pasture rotation is what we do with the cows after the sorting process. Pasture rotation is very important for a cow to stay healthy for both her and her unborn calf. The pasture rotation has been extremely important to the success of raising quality beef in our ranch for the past 100 years. Not only does it keep the cows healthy, but it keeps the pasture sustainable for the generations to come. Even though pasture rotation is important, by the end of the day, I am still just as tired and dirty as my great-grandfather was. Even though ranching is always evolving with new ideas and traditions my great-grandfather started 100 years ago, of gathering, sorting, and pasture rotation still help us today to produce quality beef. To quote Bud Purdy, a respected 6th-generation cattleman from Peekaboo, Idaho. You don't learn the cattle business out of a book. The only way you learn it is by doing it. So the next time you get a smudge of dirt or grease on your face or hands, remember some people have a long tradition of getting dirty to provide America quality beef. It's less for dinner.